everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, and it is a Reindeer Club day. Technically, Reindeer Club was supposed to be on Saturday. We run it the 25th of every month. Excuse me, but when I heard about a weekend write-a-thon, everything else just went out of my mind. I've been spending the entire weekend working on my new book, determined to let it release on a specific date. So I'm trying to balance myself here, and it's getting a little difficult. Especially when they throw surprises up at me like that write-a-thon this weekend. I am recording this on Sunday before I start writing, so this will go up tomorrow. Excuse me, I don't know why. Every time I get on here, start to talk into a video, I have to cough. I don't know what it is. But anyway, this one was from October of last year called Ho Ho Ho. I have not opened anything in here yet except to take it out of the plastic. So let's see what this one's about. It looks like we're making looks like we're making 3 cards of each of 3 designs. Now this little hollyberry thing here, he was stuck to my stamp set. I've not looked inside here. That's where he may belong. We'll see. But the neat thing about Paper Pumpkin is it's a monthly subscription service. Comes to your door. Everything you need except possibly a pair of scissors is in here. Die cuts are ready to be punched out. You have dimensionals. You have glue dots. Everything you need, including the instructions and a ruler to measure twine if it is applicable in your kit. Everything is in here. And this is a great summer activity because you can take it along on family vacations and say you're somewhere and you're planning to hike and then it decides to rain. What do you do with the kids? Pull out the Paper Pumpkin. Now, I am no longer a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but I will continue to subscribe to Paper Pumpkin because it's just something that I can do simple and quick. And it comes with a stamp set every month. And the stamp set is exclusive to Paper Pumpkin. You won't find this stamp set anywhere else unless somebody is selling their Paper Pumpkin stamp set. Okay? So you have that. It always comes with an ink spot that coordinates with whatever you're doing in the kit. This one came with Early Espresso. I'm not going to pop that one open. Instead, I have pulled my Early Espresso out because it's already open and I'll work with that one. Everything I need is in here, so let's see what we have. First off is the junk journaler. I love the fact that they give me a piece of chipboard. I save enough of these, then I have a new journal cover, huh? Right? Okay, it looks like we have some snowflake die cuts. We have the words Merry and Ho Ho in various shades of red. Looks like real red and cherry cobbler. We have the glue dots that we will need. We have other die cuts. Joy, the Santa Clauses. We have a couple of sheets of those. Looks like we have 3 sheets, so there's 3 cards there. We have our card bases for those. Then we have more like a Scandinavian sweater kind of feel to it in a couple of different designs. And the 3 card bases that go with that. And then we have, there's another one of those. And then we have background scenes. This is where we're going to stamp our Santa flying through the sky. We have vellums for Ho Ho Ho. Sentiment strips we'll be stamping on. And more card bases. Plus we have dimensionals. Smaller, oh, these are little enamel dots, and then we have the coordinating envelopes for each set. Now I am going to go ahead and I'm not going to do them all in the one video, but I'm going to do one of each, and then you'll see on YouTube, if you search Paper Pumpkin Alternatives October 2022, you'll find that they tear the envelopes apart and make alternative card designs. They revamp the cards here and make them their own. You'll have lots of ideas of what to do if you don't want to do the cards as they are given in the kit. Or use your own creativity. Turn the kids loose and let them plan out what they want to do with them. That's the great thing about Paper Pumpkin. You don't have to do it as they give it to you. You can do whatever you want. But we're going to make one of each of the 3 cards today. And what they do is you get this beautiful cover page, but when you open it up, all your directions are inside. Okay? So we're going to start with what I thought was kind of a Scandinavian look. And it says we are going to need, let's start with, oh, I don't have my Paper Pumpkin block. Let me pull that out. When you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, your very first kit comes with a Paper Pumpkin block. And then all of the stamps are designed to fit this block. So hang on to this block because the only time you'll get it is in your very first subscription box, okay? So it says we need to stamp our Santa, it looks like. And I'm going to, I don't know. It looks like he's colored, doesn't he? Let's look at our card. Sometimes the pictures speak louder than words. Yeah, we're not going to use the stamp. Although it looks like we put it on a block. I would say no. But we do need to stamp Christmas. And I'm trying to see. Okay. Let's do this. Not going to do either one of those just yet. Let's go with 2. And it looks like we're using one of our cards here. And what did I do with those? It's like we're using one of those. Okay, got that figured out. And we need to put dimensionals. You can tell the difference. Dimensionals are a hexagon shape, whereas your dots are just round. And they don't, yeah, you can see them on the back of the Mary here. They are solid black little dots. So let's go to our dimensionals, and I'm pulling out my handy dandy Tim tool here. I love my Timmy tool. And pop me up a couple of dimensionals. Didn't really need the Timmy tool, I guess. But we need to make sure we get these positioned in the corner. Just like that. I guess look at the picture and see how things go together. But then look here to see where they use the dimensionals and the dots. Okay? Now, they show one in the center. When you're doing this, you want to position a dimensional in the center of a large piece so you don't get the springboard effect. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and pick off our paper off the back of our dimensionals. Wow. I'm trying to get videos done today so I can go back to working on my book. It's my goal for the day. Okay, and we're going to center that. And because I didn't get that glue dot positioned just right, you can see it on the outside. I'm going to come back and snip it off a little bit. That one too. Let's see, which one am I looking at? This one right here. Let's snip him off out of the way a little bit. So he doesn't show through. And then we're going to center this on our card front just like that. Okay, now it says we need one of our big snowflakes. And you'll see there's different sizes and styles here, and they want us to use one of these great big ones. So I'm going to pop it out. Now while they are die cuts, you still, with something this delicate, you still want to be gentle so you don't break off a snowflake tip. And they say we need to put a glue dot. This is where our Timmy tool comes in handy. Take us a glue dot and put it in the center of that snowflake. Just like that. Peel the paper back off, and we're going to position it up here, kind of in the corner. Okay, and then we need one of our Santa Clauses, and we also need a Mary. So we need that. shuffling through my stuff here. And we need, where did all my pieces go? I'll find them here in a minute. Okay, then we need a Santa Claus. Just like that. And he's going to go up there. Oh, I see. I see. Do you see this? Santa Claus has no face. Aha! Now I figured it out. That's why we take and put Santa on our block. And then we're going to take it. Now, what you need to do when you use your stamp the first time is get it all inked up, not in the middle of his hat. That's just nasty. Unless you want to create a shadow. I was looking for a piece of, here we go, piece of paper. And stamp off once. And check that your stamp is inking up good. Just kind of helps get any residue from the creation of the stamp, oils or whatnot, off of there. Now I'm going to pull my paper back over here, lay my Santa face down, and then we're just going to line this up best we can. And there we go. We have stamped Santa on there, and that's what we're supposed to do. Now let's come back. Santa gets dimensionals. So let's put a dimensional there. Put a dimensional there. You know, I can never do 3 of these in 20 minutes, so we'll do what we can. We have 8 minutes left. And then we need, take Santa off of our block, put Christmas on our block, and it goes on. We're going to need one of these to go with our Mary. And then I need to come back and get one of the, you'll see there's 2 different styles here. One has a border on it and one is plain, and we need one of the plain ones. Okay, and then we need to ink up our Christmas sentiment from the stamp set. And make sure we're going to get a good clean stamp. Okay, looks good. Stamp this up. Okay, and now we're going to stamp this on our piece of paper. Just like that. Now, I don't know if I would have used early espresso for this, but I get why they used early espresso for this. Okay, and then we need to take, this gets dimensionals on what will be the top edge, just like that. Okay. Okay, and then this is going to go about here. We center it. Then our Santa Claus is going to tuck right in behind, just like that. And then our sentiment also gets dimensionals. And you know, I think these dimensionals are a little wide, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a border of that dimensional and let it go all the way across the back of that. Did you see how I did that? Instead of trying to put 2 dimensionals on there that may show through the front. It just looks wider to me. Let's see, before we put that on there, we need glue dots on our Mary. Lost my glue dots. There they are. We need glue dots on our Mary. I need to poke Timmy out all the way here because he's not wanting to come off of there. Here we go. Let's see, where do they show them at? Wherever you've got a wide spot on your lettering, put a glue dot. Okay? And they show 4 on here. like that. And then we're going to come back and pull our papers off of our glue dots. And we're going to see if we can do the next one a little faster. Would help if I could get a hold of the papers. That would make it go even faster. Okay, now, Mary goes on here, just like that. And then our Christmas comes down here at the bottom, just like that. And there's our first card. Now, the other thing that I'm missing is we're going to come back. I don't know if they did this or not. It's kind of hard to tell by the picture, but we're going to pull one of our bigger enamel dots off of here and plop it right in the center of that snowflake. And then fold our card front. And there's our first card. Okay, we have 5 minutes to do at least one more card. So there's our first one. Let's zip through and see if the next one goes any faster, because I really wanted to work with this one. Okay, let's get our sentiment off of our block, because we don't need it. And I'm just slapping them over here on the edge of my base. And we need Santa Claus is Coming to Town, which is this one. And we're going to put it up here towards the beginning of our block. And I'm going to set these both up so they're ready to go. And then we need our Santa Claus and reindeer flying through the sky. And I'm going to set him right like that. Okay, then we need, let me pilfer through here and see what we need. Looks like we're using the blue background. And we're using one of these. And we're using one of those frames that I lost. Here we go. Using one of these frames. And we're using the frame, the outside, not the whole thing, I don't think. Nope, just the frame. Because we want to frame our picture. Okay. And then we need one of these. I do believe, I'm not sure which one we're using, but we're going to take them both out. And we'll measure, and that'll tell us which one. And we need the ho ho ho. And a snowflake. And one of these. The vellum ho-ho-hos. Oops, see, and I got a little carried away and I started to tear it. Gots to be careful. Okay, I'm going to lay that one off to the side. And I'm going to punch out a new one here. See, I'm trying to hurry and I shouldn't do that because I'm going to mess them up. Take my time. Okay. So are you working on Christmas presents at all? Now when you do the vellum, make sure you turn it backwards. Okay, so you make sure you get your dots on the right side. And we're going to use okay, there's those. And then they're not real creative about saying whether or not the vellum, I think the vellum goes on the back, so I probably shouldn't have taken that off yet. Yeah, we need this one. We need to take out one of our ho-ho-hos in the cherry cobbler. Okay. And it needs glue dots. Again, look for your widest points in your lettering to put your glue dot. If you feel like you need to, trim the glue dot down. It's okay. Now next week, or next month, I'm going to be doing the follow-up kit to this. It's called Santa Claus's, no, From the North Pole. Okay, this needs to go over top of this. And I'm trying not to push really hard because I have those glue dots on the back of there. Okay, and we're going to need a snowflake. think we're using one of the small ones. And they get a glue dot right dead center. And we'll get the glue dot on it. We're not going to take the paper off that one. We're going to hold off on that one. Okay, then we need, let's go ahead and fold our card base in half. And we need to stamp our Santa Claus. And let's test stamp that one really quick. Yeah, just needed a little more ink on this side and we're good. At least this one makes sense using the early espresso for the reindeer, right? And let's put that on there. Okay, that one's on there. I think I would have used a black on that. I really don't think that early espresso shows up. Okay, then we need our frame. And we need glue dots. And next month when we come back, I will show you that I have completed all of them, plus we will put together the ones for Can. We need another plain piece. We need one of those that's got the stitching around it. I just have to find that sheet. These die cut thingies are getting stuck together really easy. And I can't get to the page that I need. There we go. They want us to use one of these that has the blue stitching around it, and we are stamping Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And because I may still have ink on there, I'm going to lay this on here, just like this. And Santa Claus is Coming to Town goes right on there, just like that. And then this piece gets glue dots. Okay, now let's see if we can put this puppy together. I think we're using this one because it's the same width as the frame. So this one, this one gets the glue dots, not. No, yeah. No, this one gets the glue dots. Santa Claus is Coming to Town gets dimensionals, but we can fix that. We'll just pull that off. Pop us a couple of dimensionals on the back. As we make sure there's no paper hanging around. Oh, wait a minute. That's the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. This is the one I want. Okay. Okay, then we have this one ready to go. Okay. On the back of this, we get dimensionals. And remember our one in the center, so we don't have a trampoline. Okay. So this one is going to go on our card base, directly on the card base. Okay. Okay, there's that. Now this has the glue dots on the four corners, and I'm really not sure how they think this is going to stand up around there, but that's what they're showing, so that's what we're going to do. Oh, because it does fit right on top of that paper. See that? Fits right on top. Whoops. Okay. And then this one tucks right there underneath. Okay. And then we need our snowflake to go down here on the bottom. And we'll get our dimensional on there, our enamel dot on there. They just never come off of here. the way you want them to. Put that in the center of our snowflake, just for a little extra pop. And then our Santa Claus is coming to town. Goes down here, just like that. And then we have our ho 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 stuck to our paper. And we have the glue dots back there. Make sure your ho ho ho's go in the right direction. And there you go. There's card number 2. Now we don't have time for card number 3 today because my Wi-Fi won't let me. My HughesNet just will not let me upload anything longer than 30 minutes. So with that, we are going to say Merry Christmas. And I will be back next Christmas, or next Reindeer Club, to show you From the North Pole. And a whole new set of stamps, plus I will have the rest of these cards put together. In the meantime, tell me down in the comments below, are you even thinking about Christmas yet? I know some areas are still getting snow. Perfect time to think Christmas. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and creative blessings.